Hey, yo, what's up, my hoopers? It's your boy Crunch Time back with another video. I hope y'all are having a great day and you're ready for another video. Now, in the NBA's latest MVP leaderboard, which came out, I don't know, like a couple days ago, you have your usual suspects, right? You have LeBron, you have Embiid, Jokic, KD, Kawhi, Curry, who's too low, sitting at like 5, no, not 5, like 7 or something, but that's not the point of this video. But I noticed something, and I know the thing that I noticed prompted this video. What I noticed was that Donovan Mitchell is at number 12 in the MVP voting, after someone like Bradley Beal, who's an amazing player, but he has no business being there, right? But that's just disrespectful, man. I'm sorry, and that's why I'm making this video, as I said. Now, I don't know how many people are really talking about this. I saw a couple of posts here and there on my feed on Insta. And, I mean, Kendrick Perkins, the great Kendrick Perkins, tweeted about it yesterday. So, I mean, that's something. I tweeted about this yesterday. By the way, if you don't follow my Twitter, go follow my Twitter. I mean, I don't really use that much, but maybe if more of you start joining, I'll start being a more active user on it. A little shameless plug right there. But D. Mitch is just someone that I don't think is taken all too seriously in MVP talks. And when you look at his numbers, it kind of makes sense, right? He's only averaging 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists on 44, 42, 84 splits. Like, those are good numbers, don't get me wrong. But they're not really eye-popping MVP type numbers, you know what I mean? But when you look at everything outside the numbers, when you look at how much impact he has on his team, and where his team is in the rankings, like, the fact that he's number 12 on the MVP leaderboards, it just doesn't make sense, right? He has a really, really solid case for MVP. Now, I can't talk too much about Mitchell's case for MVP without talking about his team's success this year and how well the Jazz are playing. The Jazz are, at the time of me recording this video, 20-5, which is good for the best record in the league, and they've won 16 of their last 17 games. 16 of them, count them. 1 through 16, okay? I do have to say, and I know this kind of hurts the point I'm trying to make, but the Jazz have had a pretty easy, well, relatively easy schedule in these 17 games. They played the Pistons twice, the Cavs, the Hawks twice, who, to be fair, are a pretty solid team, even though they're currently the 8th seed. They played the Pelicans twice, the Warriors, Knicks, Mavs twice, the Hornets, the Pacers, the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Nuggets twice, right? And one of their losses came to the Nuggets. So, against the good teams here, I'd say, are the Celtics, Bucks, and Nuggets. I'm talking about, like, title contenders, right? The rest of these teams are, like, kind of mid to bottom level teams, right? Kind of the 8th seeds through, like, the 15th seeds in their respective conferences. And so, I mean, they just haven't had the strongest schedule as of late. But regardless of the schedule, winning 16 out of 17 games is no easy feat. And I think that's something that's kind of being overlooked or not even talked about as much as I think it should, right? And I don't mean in the sense that, like, wow, they won 16 out of their 17 games. Obviously, that's really, really hard. But you see that from time to time. It's nothing too extraordinary. But I think that it is really extraordinary when you consider the expectations that the Utah Jazz had coming into this season. I think I speak for everyone when I say nobody really expected this from the Jazz, right? Even in this Western Conference that isn't looking as good as I thought it'd be, but it's still looking pretty good. I thought they'd be maybe a 7th to, at best, a 4th seed. So to see them at the 1st seed, the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and the best team record-wise in the league, it's really astounding. And so 16 out of 17 games for the Utah Jazz is not the same as like 16 out of 17 games for a team like the Lakers or the Clippers or the Bucks. So I think that's something that's not really being talked about as much as it should. And a lot of that has to do with Donovan Mitchell. Now, I don't want to make it seem like Mitchell is doing it all by himself. He's playing with Gobert, Mike Conley, who is looking pretty good this season. He's playing with Jordan Clarkson, who's also looking really good this season. He's playing with Bogdanovich. He's playing with a decently talented lineup, and the Utah Jazz have just been lights out as a team, and they've been playing exceptional basketball as a team. But as the centerpiece of that team's offense, and as, in my opinion, I think most people's opinions, the best player on that team, and the only player on the Jazz who is scoring more than 20 points per game, he's most definitely the most important player on that team. And he's definitely had probably the most part to do with the success that they're having. And so I think to put him at 12th on the MVP ladder is just kind of disrespectful, you know what I mean? And so the fact that his name is really brought up in MVP talks is kind of appalling, right? I think that there are only 4 players that I'd solidly put above him in the MVP talks. And y'all can agree with me here. I don't know. I think most of you will agree with me here, unless I'm forgetting someone. There's LeBron, Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. That's it. Those are the only 4 players I'd really put solidly above Donovan Mitchell in the MVP race. personally, right? So, I mean, yeah, that's what I think as far as MVP discussions go. Now, do I think he's a superstar? As a lot of people have been saying, Donovan Mitchell, well, not a lot of people, but some people who have been acknowledging how much success the Utah Jazz have had and are acknowledging how good Donovan Mitchell is playing are saying that he's a superstar. Do I think that? No. I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he's quite there yet. Maybe in maybe a couple years down the line, he could be. But right now, I don't think it's fair to put him in the ranks of the Currys, the LeBrons, Kawhis, the Giannis's, and KD's of the league. He's just not there yet, right? But that's kind of separate from the whole MVP debate. I might talk a bit about that in another video, but you don't really have to be a superstar to be in the MVP debate necessarily. So, I mean, yeah, I might talk a bit more about that and what a superstar really means in another video. But for now, that's really all I got for you guys. I just want to bring some awareness to what Donovan Mitchell is doing and tell y'all to put some respect on D. Mitch's name, bro. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Is Donovan Mitchell a serious candidate for MVP? Comment your thoughts down below. If you like this video, like the video. Check out some of my other content. And if you like that, I mean, then feel free to subscribe, man. Anyways, hope y'all have a great day. It's been your boy Crunch Time, and I'll see you next time. Peace.